Hello everyone, it is Saturday, February the 26th, and it's the Feast of the Chair of St. Peter. It might sound strange that we have a feast for a chair, but it's actually the symbol of Peter's authority. And that's really what it's all about, the authority given to him by Jesus Christ. And that's represented by sitting in the chair, like Moses sat in a chair and ruled for God's people. So the first reading today is taken from 1 Peter chapter 5. Now as an elder myself and as a witness to the sufferings of Christ, as well as one who shares in the glory to be revealed, I exhort the elders among you to tend the flock of God that is in your charge, exercising the oversight, not under compulsion, but willingly as God would have you do it, not for sordid gain, but eagerly. So Peter is reminding his fellow presbyters, episcopoi, bishops, and priests to basically live their life of leadership as servant leaders, as true leaders called to serve the people, tend the flock, and to serve the people, tend the flock of God that is in your exercising the oversight. Do this willingly, but not for sordid gain, which means you are obligated to preach the truth, right? Contrary to the Roman Empire, contrary, to Ottawa, contrary to Washington, D.C., or 10 Downing Street, or the United Nations, contrary to what people are thinking in the pews, contrary to everything, only faithful to Jesus Christ, and showing people that this is the only way it works, and it's the only way to true happiness. People try the world. You got to help people to remember what it means to try out the world. Leads to misery, leads to emptiness, doesn't lead anywhere. It's a road to nowhere. But when you do it God's way, it leads to happiness. It's not easy, but it leads to happiness, joy, stability, harmony, unity of life, and so on. And that's what people need to be reminded of, or be shown and be reminded of, to take, to allow our Lord to do this in their life. And the vehicle for that, of course, the preaching of the truth, is through the chair of Peter. Okay, over to the gospel. Matthew chapter 16. And again, we're back at Caesarea Philippi. We just had this reading this week from Mark's gospel. So Jesus, he poses the question, who do people say the Son of Man is? And the disciples say, some say John the Baptist. They give the opinions, like Jeremiah, one of the prophets. Jesus said to them, but who do you say that I am? Simon Peter speaks up, you are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. And then Jesus confers his authority on Peter. Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father in heaven. So, and on this rock I will build my church, that the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And I give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, Isaiah 22:22. So Peter is given the keys. He's given the authority of Jesus himself. He is the prime minister. Every Jew would have understood this. Because of the sins of individuals in the church, Protestants don't get this. Every Jew would have gotten this, no matter how bad their kings were. And they had a lot of bad kings. That God gave his authority to the king, and to the king had a prime minister who carried out his duties of state, the affairs of state, and had his authority. Jesus is granting Peter, in effect, he would be the prime minister, and he would be having these keys, and the keys had real authority. It's a symbol. Everybody knows this, but it's a symbol. So when Peter exercises his universal jurisdiction, it is binding. And I know it depends, and there are qualifications and so on. But on matters of faith and morals, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. When the Rome is spoken, the issue is closed. And even when the Pope calls an individual to obedience, the Pope may be wrong on matters of practical stuff. But it's better to obey in these cases, unless he's calling you to do something immoral, than to actually refuse and get yourself into a position of disobedience, which is so susceptible to, to the devil, to being manipulated by the evil one, by the true enemy. So give thanks to the Lord on this day for the gift of the Petrine primacy, for the chair of Peter, for the authority we have, so that we can know the truth, the essentials that are necessary for us to be saved. God bless you.